Welcome back, everyone. June is National Aphasia Awareness Month. Now, aphasia is a language disorder you may not have heard of that affects a person's ability to speak, write, and understand both the spoken and written language. It affects more than 2 million people in the U.S., yet data shows nearly 85% of us have never even heard about it. So we're going to get an education about that today. Joining us now is Dr. Leora Cherney, founder and director of the Center for Aphasia Research and Treatment at the Shirley Ryan AbilityLab. Dr. Cherney, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me. This is a great month for me to be here to talk about aphasia because, as you said, June is National Aphasia Awareness Month.
Absolutely, and you are certainly an expert. You said 45 years at Shirley Ryan. That's incredible.
Yeah, I have worked there a long time and knew from the start that this was a population of people that needed attention and needed work. And I'm so happy that we've been able to help people with aphasia.
Well, I'm really excited to learn more about this from you because we know that aphasia is technically caused by brain damage, most often caused by stroke. Can you tell us a little bit more about how aphasia affects someone?
So, as you said, it is a language problem. It affects reading, writing, as well as spoken language. So just imagine if you were not able to think about the words that you wanted to say. You couldn't take the words and put them into sentences. Imagine if you were not able to read the headlines of your local newspaper. Imagine if you couldn't text your friends or even your grandchildren. So the language issue is huge, but communication is such a central part of who we are, and people who have difficulties with communication have great difficulty getting back into their everyday lives. Most people with aphasia are not able to return to work, and so there's a lot that we can do to help people with aphasia, not only improve their communication skills, but also help them get back into activities that they would like to do and that are meaningful to them.
I want to ask you, Dr. Cherney, how do you know if someone is struggling with aphasia? You know, what are some of the signs that we come across every day?
I think, well, first of all, somebody with aphasia is perfectly intelligent, and they will know that they're struggling with aphasia. They will have the difficulty, as I said, finding the words and putting it into sentences, and it's going to be very, very apparent, very, very obvious. There's also, with people with aphasia, there's a sense of loneliness. Depression is high in people with aphasia. Aphasia has actually been called an identity issue, identity theft, because much of how we communicate, it relates to who we are and it relates to our identity. So identity theft has been a way that people have described what it's like to live with aphasia. They've lost their identity. And we at the Shirley Ryan AbilityLab in our Center for Aphasia Research and Treatment, we want to help them regain their communication, get back into activities that are important to them, and regain their identity or change their identity to make things meaningful for them.
So wonderfully put. Dr. Cherney, thank you so much. I do want to mention it's the 25th anniversary of the Center for Aphasia Research and Treatment at Shirley Ryan, which you founded. So much incredible work. So thank you so much for sharing a little bit and educating our community today.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thanks.